Hi everybody, we are having a sneak peek at William Lee's Eat to Beat disease. William Lee's Eat to Beat disease. How do we eat and how do we beat the disease? That you can make lifestyle changes such as quitting smoking or reducing alcohol intake or getting more exercise. And these lifestyle changes are known to lower the risk of cancer or heart disease or stroke. But most important thing is that we live to eat and we eat to live. So, you have a choice. Your body has several sophisticated systems which it uses to defend its health, and you can turbocharge these defense systems by making the right food choices. So, what you eat will decide how you defend your health. Different foods support your immunity, your gut bacteria, and even your DNA. Different foods support your immunity, your gut bacteria, and your DNA. Cancer. Microscopic tumors that start growing when your body cells divide incorrectly is called cancer. Microscopic tumors that start growing when your body cells divide incorrectly. Shockingly, your body makes around 10,000 of these mistakes every day. Your body makes 10,000 of these mistakes where the tumors grow when the body cells divide incorrectly. Cancer formation isn't just common, it is inevitable, which means our cells will divide incorrectly by nature and it will happen some thousands of times every day. Fortunately, body has a natural defense to prevent this damage. Body has a natural defense to prevent the damage of cells dividing incorrectly. This is called angiogenesis. Now, in William Lee's Eat to Beat, he says, angiogenesis is when your body grows and maintains blood cells for carrying nutrients and oxygen to your body's organs. Your body grows and maintains blood vessels for carrying nutrients and oxygen to your body's organs. Angiogenesis is controlling where and when blood vessels should grow and stop tumors from becoming dangerous. Angiogenesis is a process of controlling where and when blood vessels should grow and when to stop so that tumors will not become dangerous. Now let us look at soya. Soy foods contain genistein, a potent cancer-fighting substance that suppresses blood vessels that feed nutrients to tumors. Genistein prevented the growth of Ewing sarcoma cells, that is bone cancer. So soy foods contain genistein. Genistein suppresses the blood vessel from feeding nutrients to tumors, that is the cells that were broken. Genistein also prevented growth of Ewing's sarcoma cells. So we have seen that the cells divide incorrectly and it happens many times a day, and this is cancer, and the body has natural mechanism to prevent this damage. Soy foods contain genistein. Genistein fights against and suppresses blood vessel from feeding the cells so that the tumor doesn't grow. It prevents the growth of sarcoma cells, that is bone cancer. Soya. Now broccoli. Broccoli contains brasinin. Just like genistein, brasinin is there and sulforaphane are there. Sulforaphane. So brasinin and sulforaphane help the angiogenesis to keep the blood vessel production in balance and lower the risk of ovarian, prostate and skin cancer. Broccoli's brasinin helps in lowering the risk of ovarian, prostate and skin cancer. Cells. Your body is made up of around 37 trillion cells. Only around 0.002% of them are stem cells. Body has 37 trillion cells and only 0.002% are stem cells. Stem cells are your regenerative system. If these cells were to stop functioning suddenly, we cannot survive longer than a week. If the stem cells do not work as a regenerative system, we cannot survive for more than a week. The stem cells replace and repair the dead cells. The rate of regeneration differs according to the organism. For example, in skin, it may regenerate faster. In heart, it will regenerate slower. So, rate of regeneration of the cells by the stem cells differs for different organs. Heart attack patients with low baseline number of stem cells in their body were less likely to survive. It was found heart attack patients with low baseline number of stem cells in their body were less likely to survive. Eating certain foods can boost the number of stem cells circulating in the body. Eating certain foods can boost the number of stem cells circulating in the body. Microbes. We are a sophisticated ecosystem. Everywhere we go, we take trillions of species of bacteria with us. We take with us various species of bacteria. Microbiome or microbes form about 3 pounds of our body weight. Microbiome, we have so much in us that they form about 3 pounds of our body weight. Bacteria in our body is a powerful weapon. Bacteria in our body is a powerful weapon. We have seen how stem cells help in fighting diseases. Now it is the turn of bacteria. Bacteria in our body is a powerful weapon to defend our well. Bacteria is in our gut called Bacillus mycoides. This bacteria in our gut produces chemicals, oxytocin and dopamine, which are mood changers. Oxytocin and dopamine are mood changers. And this is helped by a bacteria in our gut. That is your intestine. We have another bacteria called bifidobacteria. Bifido lowers the levels of anxiety and stress. Bifido lowers the levels of anxiety and stress. Then metabolites are there. They prevent diabetes. Metabolites prevent diabetes. These microbes, these bacteria, even control how much fat the body grows around the abdomen. So, if you find that fat grows around you, your abdomen, then the bacteria can help you in controlling it or encouraging it. Pomegranate. Drinking pomegranate juice or eating cranberries encourages growth of Akkermansia municinicula. Akkermansia balances the immune system. Drinking pomegranate juice or eating cranberries encourages growth of Akkermansia, which balances the immune system. Not only that, it fights obesity and lowers inflammation of gut. Pomegranate juice helps to fight obesity and lowers inflammation of gut. Likewise, Parmigiano Reggiano is a hard Italian cheese. It has a bacteria that protects against cancer or gastroenteritis or postnatal depression. The hard Italian cheese helps to fight cancer, gastroenteritis or postnatal depression. Let us look at another food. The immune system is not just one health defense system, but immune system is also responsible for stopping malignant cells from developing into full-blown cancer. They are highly skilled at distinguishing the friends and enemies and send the specialist cancer-destroying immune cells to the battle to eradicate the abnormal malignant cells before they ever become a problem. So that is the capacity of our immune cells. So what we should do, we should boost our immunity. How do we boost immunity? White button mushrooms. Increase the number of antibodies in the saliva. White button mushrooms, if you eat, it will increase the number of antibodies in our saliva. This is an indication that the immune system is boosted. So white button mushrooms is one thing that you can have. Then we have adding a drizzle of olive oil to your salads. It helps the immune system by enhancing substances such as folic acid and hydroxytyrosol. Olive oil gives folic acid and hydroxytyrosol, and it helps in enhancing the immune system. Then comes the DNA. DNA is a genetic design located within our cells. Each step of this staircase is a gene your parents passed on the double helix. It is a double helix or a double staircase. Good health depends on the genetic source code, and yet worryingly, your DNA is being damaged continuously, 10,000 destructive events every day throughout the life. DNA is the genetic design, and each rung in the staircase is the gene. Good health depends on this genetic source, and it is getting damaged hundreds of thousands of times. So we have to protect our DNA. How? The body itself protects. When working correctly, the body cells continuously monitor the DNA for abnormalities. If error is detected, it minimizes the damage by putting a cap called telomere. Telomere is a cap on the DNA, or replaces it with the correct sequence if possible. Telomere wear down, that is a problem. Body has a capability to monitor and minimize the damage, but telomeres wear down and shorten as you age. Eating berries and nuts is a great way to prevent this damage. Berries and nuts, what is it? 3 cups of berry juice made from combination of sour cherries, red grapes, black currants, blackberries and chokeberries every day for a week. increase the ability of the bodies to protect their DNA by a staggering 66% in a research at Kaiserslautern. Kaiserslautern is a German university. So berries, 3 cups of berry juice, sorgeries, red grapes, blackcurrant, blackberries and chokeberries together for a week helps to improve the capability of the body to protect the DNA. Then let us look at nuts. Consuming just 10 grams of nuts per day resulted in the participants' telomeres becoming longer by 8 units over a period of 1 year. Every year the telomeres lose 15 units. So if it becomes longer by 8 units, it is good. This is a Utah research. Nuts and berries. So let us look at unusual food. Beer. Beer contains a natural substance called xanthomumol, which is not only anti-cancer but also stunt the development of fat cells. So you might become slim by drinking beer. Then you have spices. Normally we say don't speak spicy food. But when about 500,000 people in China was studied, it was found they had 14% lower risk of dying from a disease like stroke or heart disease or cancer. 14% lower risk. These people were eating spicy food. Around 500,000 people were studied. Then comes cheese. A study in Sweden proved small quantities of cheese is correlated with lower risk of heart attack. Small quantities of cheese is correlated with lower risk of heart attack. A study in Germany found N-metyl-Gaudandium leads to lower risk of prostate cancer and lung cancer. So cheese might bring down the risk of heart attack and cancer. So this is what the food does to us. So William Lee's Eat to Beat Disease. What is the main takeaway? Human body has health, defense, immune systems. Choice of food can help in boosting DNA, immunity and cell creation. 3 ounces of seafood a day in Chinese and Singaporean women led to a 26% decrease in breast cancer. 3 ounces of seafood a day in Chinese and Singaporean women was found to have led to a 26% decrease in breast cancer. Thanks for watching. Welcome back.